So you want to get into game collecting.
Game collecting's great. You buy a game, put it on a shelf, bam, job done. It has many great benefits. Picking up games you've always wanted over the years, popping in and playing said game, and simply displaying these games. Just watching your collection grow over time is very satisfying. Over the past 2 years, my collection has gone from this, to this, to this. Although decently sized, my collection still has plenty of room for improvement.
Now, game collecting ain't on sunshine and rainbows. Over the past 2 years doing this hobby, I've experienced many a problem. Now, we start off with price, and I'll tell you now, games aren't cheap.
Now sure, games for consoles like the Xbox 360 and PS2 are relatively cheap. But then look at any Nintendo consoles such as the GameCube, Switch, and even the Wii, and you'll see these games are massively overpriced. Don't believe the Wii's overpriced? I just found Mario Party 9 for €42. Prepared to sell a kidney.
Some versions of games are produced in limited runs, making them harder to source and buy.
A lot of research must be done to find these games not only in an affordable price, but also in good condition. You could save to buy these games, but let's be realistic, the only thing I've got in my wallet is 50 cents and a ping pong ball. Next we move on to sourcing consoles. Although consoles will be cheaper after they go out of production.
As time goes on, more and more consoles fall to malfunctions, with the original 360 and NES coming to mind.
Controllers also become hard to source, especially with so many of them being smashed off walls over the years.
Finding boxed consoles also becomes incredibly difficult. Only the other day I ordered a boxed Wii U, only for the company to come back and tell me we don't have any in stock. As time goes on, the supply of these consoles depletes and the demand goes up, making these consoles harder and harder to source every year.
Duplicates of games, yeah, that ain't fun. Sometimes these duplicates are perfectly okay.
These two games are entirely different. They have completely different multiplayers, completely different campaigns, different controls, different everything. Meanwhile, this game is objectively worse in every single way to this one.
These can be annoying and pointless, but aren't the worst things in the world. Then you could be like me and own LEGO Dimensions for the 360. You couldn't pay someone to take this.
In the mind of many collectors, storage is one of the biggest problems. Games aren't small, and when you have upwards of 100 of these things, finding shelf space to store these is not easy.
In order to store games, you need the room to store games, the shelves to store the games on, plus shelves cost money. You must also figure out the right angle, orientation, and also room to store said shelves in. The game boxes themselves also come in different sizes. This makes the process even more difficult, but if push comes to shove, you can always just knock down a wall or two.
Now, of course, there's small stuff we've glanced over. Keeping your shelves and games clean, your shelves and games breaking, the fact that it's 10 times more convenient to store all your games on a hard drive rather than storing them on shelves. But we aren't about convenience on this channel.
Now, this video wasn't made to say game collecting is bad, but rather highlight some of the annoyances of game collecting. This hobby isn't for everyone, and I think the points made in this video highlight that. Although this video has been largely negative, I will say game collecting is an amazing hobby, enjoyed by many around the world, including myself. The community is extremely friendly and very welcoming to new people. And whether you have 10 or 100 games in your collection, it is great to be able to talk to others about games.
But hey, what do I know? I'm a man who owns FIFA 11 twice. Son of a